Okay. Hey, you guys. This is like my second or third time going live. And yeah, I need to tell you guys about something that literally just happened. So, I'm trying to gather myself. Okay, guys. So, I'm minding my own business. I just did an Instagram live, on a topic, vitiligo, with another girl who lives in the same city as me. And I was about to go on YouTube live and just talk about random stuff, but now I really actually have something to talk about. So, I'm minding my own business, chilling, changing my Pandora. And, my roommate tells me that somebody's here for me at the door. And, I wasn't expecting anybody. So I'm like, huh? Who could be for me at the door? So, hello, how are you? So I look out the peephole, and it is my ex-boyfriend from last year at the door. And I'm like, yes. He's like, oh, can you talk for a second? Blah, 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 whatever. So I walk outside, and he's like, yeah, there's good things happening to me right now. And, you know, right before, all the good things happen, I feel like the devil jumps in and you go through it and then you get to the prize. He was just like really just like beating around the bush. He's like, I'm glad you're doing okay. Basically, I don't know what his deal was, but he basically was beating around the bush trying to say his situation was basically bad right now. And, but he's going to be in a good situation, I guess, after he gets over this. I don't know. So I'm like, okay, like I'm trying to get him to like get to the point. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm doing my YouTube right now. He's like, yeah, I don't have you on Instagram anymore. I don't have you on Facebook. I said, yeah, because you're blocked. He's like, yeah, I know, I don't see anything. I'm like, okay, we don't talk anymore. We don't date anymore. Why do I need you to be uh in communication with me? You don't deserve to see all of this, so you're gonna be blocked. So basically what he was telling me was, or came over there for, was, oh yeah, then he wanted to remind me, last time we talked, I helped you pay for your hair, because after we had broken up or whatever, sometime this year, like we were talking for a little bit, but he kept trying to like get back with me, so I had just cut communication. But before I cut communication, he did get my hair done for me. I will admit, he did get my hair done for me, but okay, like, that's the least you could do for how you tried me and how we broke up and whatnot. So he got my hair done. He never said I had to pay him back or anything. Like, I asked him, could you get my hair done? He said yes. I didn't have no sob story. I didn't have no nothing. And he did it. So he brought that up or whatever. And he was like, I just did that like at the kindness of my heart and blah, blah, blah. I wasn't looking for nothing in return. I'm thinking, yeah, okay. But you kept trying to get back with me and you kept trying to push up on me. But I'll let you have that. So then he was like, I was just wondering if you could have $10 that you have $10 for me or whatever. And I was like, oh my God. I didn't show it in my face, but I was just like, wow. I mean, I just wanted him to get to the point. I just wanted him out of there because I was so annoyed that he was actually here in my space. Like, ugh. Okay, so then I went in my room, went in my shoebox to go get a girl. Like, went in my shoebox and I gave him $20. I gave him more than what he asked for. And, I gave him the $20 and he was like, oh, thank you, hopefully we could stay in touch. And I was just like, so how's your girlfriend? He's like, oh, I don't have a girlfriend anymore. You talking about the stripper girl? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, that didn't work out. I was like, I mean, I don't know why you thought it would. Then he's like, I didn't think that it would. Girl, I'm petty too. He was like, he was like, I didn't think that it would. I said, oh, so he was like, it just didn't work out. And now he's like, how did you find out about that? I said, don't worry about all that. Then he was like, what was he like? He said, I said, oh, so you like drama? He was like, nah, I actually don't. And he's like, I'm glad to see you're doing well. He kept complimenting me on my hair and saying how nice I look and how pretty I look, blah, 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 the usual. Um, he was telling me about, he was trying to tell me about his job situation. Basically, he was like, yeah, I'm between jobs. And this is the thing, when me and him first started dating, mind you, I'm 28 years old. He When we started dating, I'm even so embarrassed to say how young he was. But you guys, I was having fun. But he was 19 and I was 27 or 6 at the time. But anywho, he was 19. And I don't know what I was thinking, guys. He's Puerto Rican and Dominican, but he was just so like, oh gosh. Don't judge me, guys. Don't judge me. I'm never again. So when I first met him, we were working at the same place. So, I'm thinking we got the same, basic credentials. When we first started, we were working at the hospital, and I was a housekeeper. Then I moved up to being a CNA. He was working in, I don't know, he was one of the guys, they do the trash, they do move beds and all that stuff like that or whatever. So I'm thinking we got the same credentials. Come to find out, one day we out at the movies, and one of his friends comes up to us. Oh yes, yay! I love being a CNA. One of his friends from school comes up to us, and she's like, "Oh yeah, did you ever graduate?" And he was like hesitant. And I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Why is this nigga hesitant about if he graduated from high school?" So he was like hesitant. He like changed the subject or whatever. So we got back to the house. I'm like, so you don't have your high school diploma? He's like, no, I didn't finish high school. I said, do you have your GED? He said, no. I said, huh? I said, what now? Because no, I'm sorry, no. So I said, if you want to be with me, you're going to have to go get that. So I helped him get it. I helped him, find a place. He was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I want to be with you, I helped him find a place. We found a place, a school for him to go take those classes at. He paid the money, passed the test, got his GED. It was a whole thing. I was proud of him. I was like, okay, he's showing me something. But then it was like during that time and after that, he had got fired from the hospital we were working at. I was still there working, and he started working at like Busch Gardens. But like he was just always like between jobs. He never kept a job for a long time, and I'm just like, bruh, like I can't be with a man if he's bouncing around jobs. But then I keep forgetting in my mind, like, this is a young man, like he's young. But even as a young man, why don't you want to make money? Why don't you want to be stable somewhere and make money? But long story short, that's just some background information to what we talked about. So he was telling me about his job situation or whatever. And he was like, yeah, when I talked to you last time, where was I working? And I was like, I don't remember. And he was like, oh yeah, Home Depot. And I was like, yeah, I guess. So he's like, yeah, I'm not working there anymore. I'm like, and he's like, yeah, they fired me because I was late, because I kept being late. I was like, okay. And he's like, yeah, then I started doing broker, like insurance. They fired me because I wasn't meeting the numbers. I'm like, nigga, so you still on the same exact shit you were on when me and you were together, and when I left you, like when we broke up. You're still on the same shit. You think I would even want to be I don't want your energy around me. I don't want any parts of you around me. He's going to stay blocked. If he ever shows up again, it's just going to be a problem, because you guys don't know. Oh, focus. You guys don't know how annoyed I was. And just to hear that he's still on the same thing, it's like, bruh, like, what do you want to do with your life? Like, and then it's like, we're expected to take people as they are. You're supposed to build together. Like, what happens when you try to help somebody build and like they stay at a standstill and they don't want to go up anymore, but they want to latch on to you and like, I guess, come up with you just like latching onto your coattails? Like, no, that's not what's finna happen over here. You're gonna be a grown-ass man and have your own over here. I'm gonna be grown and have my own over here, and then we gonna make it come together, and then we're gonna build. But you don't have anything to build with. Like, he went from having his own place to, when I broke up with him, to living back with his mom. Now you in between jobs again. Like, you're not elevating. Like, I went from being a housekeeper to now I'm a CNA. I've been a CNA for a little over 2 years now, and I wanted to go back to school for nursing, but now I'm just like, I don't really want to give out medication to our people like that. I don't like how I see, like how some of the nurses, like, give medication to certain people and they look like really drugged out and just like, I don't like how that looks. I don't want to do that to our people, black people. Hello. I also don't want to go back to school and accumulate debt. And I also don't want to work for the man anymore. So then I decided that I wanted to open an assisted living facility. So that's what I'm working on now. I'm talking to an advisor. I'm trying to see what licenses I need to get and acquire and what loans I need to get and everything, because I want to be self-sufficient. I don't want to work for anybody anymore. I want to employ more black people. I want to be another black owned business. I also want to have generational wealth, which is why I want to open a business so I can pass it down to my future kids, so we can have something that's in the family. What else? I don't know. I really just want to promote black owned businesses. Like, we need to start spending more of our money in our own community so we can build our own communities up and it circulates within us. I feel like we make all this money and like black people and like rich, any black person, rich or middle class, whatever, we make all this money, but then we give it right back to them. Like, we work for the man, we slave for the man, and then we give our money right back to them. So yeah, he was telling me about his job situation. I was just thinking in my head, oh my gosh, I made the best idea ever. I made the best decision ever to leave him alone and to not give him another chance. He's still on the same thing. He has not learned. And I was just so annoyed that he popped up. Like, who pops up at somebody's house after not speaking to them for months? Like, and you think I want to talk back to you? What can you, like, not even what can you offer me, because it's not about offering me anything, but you don't even have good energy. You don't even have prospering energy. You don't even have positive energy. Like, you're doing nothing with yourself. You're in between jobs yet again. Like, you got to be about 21 now, and you, like, still in between jobs. Like, come on. Like, how much does a woman have to do to help? Like, I helped. Like, I'm not your mom. And you're grown. And I kept trying to what is it? What is the word I'm looking for? I kept trying to suggest different jobs that he could have, that he would make more money. I suggest that he get his CDL so he could be a truck driver. He could be a garbage man. I was suggesting that he get into construction. I was suggesting all these man jobs that he could do that would make him more money, but he's so lazy, like, that he literally wants a sit down job. And I'm like, I don't want no lazy ass man either. Like, I want my man to be handy. Like, I want my man to, like, know how to fix things. I want my man to, like, I don't know. Like, I want my man to be like a hardworking man, not be like, I don't know. It was just so lazy. I was just like, oh my God. Oh, girl. Yes, he was so sorry. And I was just like, oh, I don't even know what it was. I don't even know what it was. I don't even know. Because it wasn't the eggplant. Not that it was bad, but it wasn't spectacular. So I don't even know what it was. But I'm so glad I'm done with him. And hopefully he doesn't pop up again. I'm not unblocking him from anything. Like, he's absolutely done. And yeah, that's my story time for you guys. Like, I am just like flabbergasted that he popped up and that he's on the same exact thing. So the two people that are on my live, thank you for being on my live. Do you guys think I should do more lives? I've been like a little bit self-conscious about doing lives because I'm like, are people gonna watch me? Like, I don't know. Am I saying too much? Is my lighting good? How does my video quality look? But I do want to start doing more lives, and yeah, I just got my ring light, so I feel like I'm popping. So I should do more story times. Okay, Nisha, thank you. Thank you for participating and commenting in the live too. I really do appreciate it. But I guess I will do some more story times, y'all. That was just so crazy. Do you guys think that he'll call back? He can't call. He can't Instagram me. He can't Facebook me. He can't Snapchat me. He can't nothing me. He can't do nothing but pop up. And oh my gosh, I don't like that. I really do not like that. So if you guys were in my situation, what would you guys have done? Like, Do you guys think that I handled it in a nice way? Yeah, he will come back. I gave him money. I mean, I only gave him money because, I mean, he paid for me to get my hair done and I wanted him to just go. And I feel like if I would have said no, it would have been like really mean. And he would have been, I don't know, I feel like it would have made him more of like to bother me, to like keep popping up and to keep like come, I don't know. If he does come back, I'm gonna tell him that you don't need to come back here. I'm not interested in anything, not even friendship, nothing. It's not no hard feelings. You're my ex. He's my best friend. Oh my gosh. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And y'all, let me tell you another reason why we're not together too. So it was the laziness. It was he wasn't a hardworking man. Like, he wasn't a manly man. His grandmother voted for Trump and was a Trump advocate. Mind you, he is Puerto Rican and Dominican. How, Sway? So that means his grandma was on his Puerto Rican side. And I was just like, you guys are Hispanic and you're an advocate for Trump. I just did not understand that for the life of me. And he kept saying he wasn't voting for anybody. He didn't like Trump, but his grandma does. And then I would be on, like, we looked on his grandma's Facebook and she had like these Trump postings. And I'm like, bruh. And then I was like, well, how can y'all do that? And y'all are Hispanic. Like, even I'm offended. I'm not even Hispanic for the shit that he said about y'all. And he said, oh, well, he's talking about illegal immigrants. We're not illegal. I said, are you MFing serious, my G? Are you MFing serious? Them still your brothers and sisters, illegal or motherfucking not? I was like, wow. So that was another reason why we're not together anymore. And another reason why is because, so one time we were in the store, right? And it was these two Spanish guys. One was like big and tall. Mind you, he was only like a little bit taller than me. I'm 5 feet tall. He was maybe like I guess he was like 5'7", something like that. But yeah, we went to the store. It was these two Hispanic guys. I forgot how the conversation came up. But somebody said something about something, and I was like, Black Lives Matter, and they were like, all lives matter. And I was like, okay, y'all are saying it angrily. And I was like, nobody's saying that all lives don't matter. We're just saying that Black lives matter because everybody else is acting like they don't matter right now. We're not saying that all lives don't matter because all lives matter. We know that already. We don't have to say that, but we're just letting y'all know that Black lives matter. So they kept going back and forth with me. All lives matter, all lives matter. Oh yes, please watch my channel more. Go look at some of my other videos. But yeah, so they're arguing back and forth with me. Mind you, it was two of them and one of me. And he's over here not saying not one word. Like, he's a whole mute. And mind you, one of the guys was bigger and taller. And, another one was like maybe like his height. But I was just like, I have to defend myself. Mind you, I can defend myself. I'm a strong Black woman. I mean, duh. But I expect my man to at least say something, speak up for me, say just chill. I'm talking to my girl like that or something. He didn't say nothing. I was like, oh no, you can't even protect me. I need a protector. So that was just like a very another unattractive thing to me. So as you can see, of all these things, we are never getting, like Taylor Swift said, we are never, ever, ever, ever getting back together. And like, I don't even want to be his friend. He's not even trying to elevate. You don't need people around you that are like staying stagnant or staying the same. You need people around you that are going to elevate you and that are elevating themselves. And I don't need him around me. Not to say that anything's wrong with being friends with the ex. I have exes that I talk to every now and then. We check on each other, see how each other's doing. We talk about each other's business ventures and what we're trying to do with ourselves and the past and stuff. I'm cool with some of my exes, but they're not trying to get back with me, and they're not trying to get back with me. It wasn't as bad as a breakup, and they're trying to elevate. They're trying to do things with themselves. And I mean, bruh, like, y'all, I don't know. But thank you guys for listening. I guess I'm gonna do some more. Oh girl, yes. He's absolutely done. He doesn't even deserve. I was just thinking to myself, like, you don't even deserve to see my face. You don't deserve to see anything. Instagram, nothing. They always say, oh no, leave your pictures up for them to see, and let them see you on Instagram and Facebook. Let them see your glow up after the breakup. But it's like, no, that's going to make them hit you up even more. And that's going to give them an opening to hit you up even more. If you block them, they could just still think about you because he's like, yeah, I've been thinking about you and blah, blah, blah. They can still think about you, but they can't see anything new. And they can't hit you up. So that means that they have to go away. If you leave it open for them to see, they can hit you up on anything whenever they want. Don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want that. I mean, I do want you to see how cute I am, but I don't want you to respond. And you know, men are visual creatures. If they see their ex looking fine, they're gonna comment, they're gonna like, they gonna slide in your DMs. Hey, big head. Hey, stranger. I don't want no parts of that at all whatsoever. And it's like he just keeps trying to come, and it's like, no, I don't want you anymore. So, like I said, thank you guys for coming on my live. This was my story time. I hope you guys liked it. I love you guys. I like you guys. Please subscribe to my channel. Comment and let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Bye.